You know, I just realized something before we even get started.
What?
What is up with those flags?
Maybe it's the country's flags. Or
It looks like a bunch of black scribbles.
why?
What? Did I say something wrong? You're making it sound like I said something like racist or something.
What if it is like a culture thing and you just dogging on it?
To Japanifornia people that do not exist.
Oh my god.
Burgers!
Hello, interwebs, and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. My name is SkiniMini.
And I'm Pharaoh.
Last episode, we had to do some more cross-examination of Iris because she got all kinds of crazy going on with her. And apparently, Godot says it really doesn't matter. So now we're like, okay. So now we have to prove about moving the body. So let's go ahead and listen to that testimony. Yay.
Yay.
Other than walking over the bridge, there's no way to move the body. So I must have just gotten confused, I guess. There was snow still falling, or had it stopped? Does it really matter that much? Or are you saying that there is a way to cross the burning bridge?
So it's just a misunderstanding, I see.
This is a photo of Dusky Bridge just after it burned down from a lightning blast. It was taken on the morning after the incident.
It certainly was burned to a crisp. And one of the suspension wires is gone. It's amazing that whole bridge didn't fall. Clearly, it would have been impossible to carry a corpse across the bridge in this condition.
Yeah.
Unless I do something to discredit his testimony, it's gonna be deemed as the truth. And Maya will be accused of murder.
Again!
Yay! Trite. I'm only gonna say it one more time. Ugh. It's only human to err. And only humans can spot the errors of our ways. The more sense he makes, the less sense he makes. What?
Exactly. Alright, Mr. Wright, please begin your final cross-examination. Thank you!
It better be!
Jeez, like, for real, all of... Okay, alright. Moving the body. Now, something kind of stuck out to me. Let's see, where's the last piece of evidence? The Dusky Bridge photo.
Okay.
Just looking at it, I'm like, wait a minute. And didn't Larry draw a picture of the bridge?
He did.
Okay, I want to check it. Now, look at that. It seems very off to me.
What, you want to check Larry's photo?
Yeah, because it doesn't... Like, I know there's some bridges that get held on at the top, but if it's a suspension bridge, this stuff should be coming from the bottom. So I think this might actually contradict her statement. So you can present this on any, on any statement. So
His photo?
Yeah. So Larry's photo.
Okay.
Okay. So present. Whoa! Oh, dang it! Hold up.
Okay.
There you go.
A dead body flying over a burning bridge. I wouldn't exactly rule out the possibility.
What?
Ha! You're saying it's possible. Don't make me laugh, even though I already did. The only thing that's possible at your claim is that it's been pulled out of thin air. I don't know about that.
Ooh.
But in any case, we have a witness who did see it happen. Preposterous!
Who is it? Who is this witness?
I can't chicken out here. I gotta keep on the attack and go, go, go! Miss Elise Donim's brilliant, highly gifted apprentice, Laurice Donim!
Brilliant!
Highly gifted.
Apprentice?
Remember what he said in his testimony? That night, he was at the mountain shack, Heavenly Hall. And that's when he witnessed the event. I think you've all seen the sketch before. It's an exact drawing of what he witnessed that night.
Are you serious? This is not April Fool's Day. Today's not April Fool's Day, is it? Mr. Wright, are you seriously claiming that the victim flew through the air? And you're using this pathetic scribble to support your argument?
Uh-oh. The judge looks like he's about to blow a gasket.
He's had about enough of this today.
He just can't. Like, he's gonna retire after this, maybe. Well, Trite, there's nowhere for you to hide now. Other than looking like it was drawn by a 6-year-old, does that sketch even prove anything?
I don't know where Pearl's like, aww.
Well, Pearls is not really... She's not very artistic whatsoever.
That's okay.
As we see multiple times. Yes, I'm pretty sure it does, and I'm gonna prove it. Listen, I know your tricks. You're trying to turn this whole thing upside down. If you're so eager to turn this case upside down, why not start with the sketch? Upside down? Why did Godot say that?
Alright, then let's hear the defense's theory. What exactly is this sketch trying to show?
I don't think old Whiskerface is gonna forgive any more mistakes. Alright, Phoenix, look carefully and think it over. This sketch drawn by Luis Donim
Is a complete contradiction.
Well, is it? Or is
No,
it?
it's actually exactly what happened.
Okay, I was gonna say, are you confusing me?
Alright, sorry. It's actually, whoa, sorry. It's exactly what happened, which will be explained in a moment.
Yay! Excuse me. I tried stifling that as much as I could, but
That's alright.
kind of. Oh, it's pasta. That's all it is. Of course, the victim was flying through the air. You can see it right there in the sketch. Whoosh!
Whoosh! You know, you're starting to remind me of yesterday's witness.
Oh, that was the last thing I wanted to hear.
Do you have any evidence that the victim flew through the air?
Just so you know, we haven't discovered a giant human catapult at the inner temple yet. Ugh, I wish they had. Even if you're a lousy lawyer, at least you're 1 cup's worth of entertainment. I think we should skip the penalty this time. Ugh, there must be some way. I just know it. There must be a way to use Larry's sketch to show the truth of what happened.
Alright then, the witness will now return to her testimony.
Yes, Your Honor.
Wait, was that not it?
I don't think it was. I think you and I were thinking about the same exact thing, like our way of thinking.
Oh.
What it's gonna evolve into.
Okay, alright.
I think we need to go into steps.
Okay, so we present here... No, not the profile. Present the sketch. Okay, so we did this already. Can't believe we're looking at this. Oh.
At least we're trying to fast forward it.
I was. I admit I was really understanding it before, but I get it now. Oh, sorry, it is. Okay, so I guess we do it again.
Yep.
Sorry. That's why I believe the sketch shows the truth.
Oh crap! I skipped it all.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Very well. Yo, you're good. All right, then let's hear the defense's theory. What exactly is this sketch trying to show? I don't think the old Whiskerface is gonna forgive any more mistakes. Blah blah blah. All right, Phoenix, look carefully, think it over. So it is a complete contradiction.
Yeah, I think. Well, it's not evidence of nothing. It has to be the middle one.
Yeah.
Something is obviously funny about this sketch.
I'm no art critic, but even I can see that.
No, that's not what I mean, Your Honor. Laurie Stoneham stated it over and over. That this sketch was exactly as he saw it. However, If we're to believe this testimony, then the sketch contradicts reality as we know it.
It contradicts reality?
Ha! Interesting. Looks like you're back to that finger pointing thing again. Okay, Trite. So what exactly contradicts reality as we know it?
And it's actually the suspension wires. Dun dun dun.
Does it matter which one I click on?
No, it doesn't matter.
Alright. Boop. Is this wire connected to the bridge?
The Wire. That's a good TV show.
I've heard many good things about it, but I haven't seen it. I gotta watch it. It's over.
Oh, Monty, shush.
Oh god, I thought like that was a sneeze thing going on.
Oh, Monty, shh. Shh.
Is that the thing that contradicts reality? It is indeed. Show us the reality it supposedly conflicts with. Show us something that will point out how the sketch contradicts reality.
Oh yeah, we got proof, dog. We gotta show that Dusky Bridge photo.
Oh!
That's a photo of Dusky Bridge, correct?
Yes. Now compare the sketch and the photo for a minute. In the sketch, the wires appear to be above the guard wires. But on the actual Dusky Bridge,
Jumpin' Jehoshaphat!
the wires are below the guard wires. What?
Order, order, order! This sketch is somewhat different than what depicted in the photo. However, isn't it likely that the artist just saw it wrong?
Or perhaps he just drew it wrong?
By the way, sounds like you're just wrong. With someone like Maurice, I admit a mistake is a definite possibility. But then that begs the question, why did he make a mistake? What was the reason? Will you say you know the answer to that? Listen, think back, alright? Listen, hey!
Navi, get out of here!
Ah, okay, I don't even know why I'm making that reference. I haven't even played the game!
Oh boy, we're gonna fix that, by the way.
I'm sure we will. Remember what Maurice was doing when he witnessed this event? Sorry. remember I don't know why. Remember what Maurice was doing when he witnessed this event? He was at Heavenly Hall waiting for a lover that was never going to come.
Hero!
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. I did not have to word it like that.
Well, back then it didn't have the connotation to that word.
BS. BS. I have a feeling it was said way before we were born. Let's continue in case people figure out what we're saying here. He waited and waited. And finally he went up.
We are such children.
Oh god. But then, the lightning shoots from the sky and sets the bridge aflame. Now ponder what sort of position the player must have been in.
Hero, jeez!
I can't!
Making me laugh.
I'm sorry, but this stupid... Why did I catch this the first time around? Okay. Whoa. He was lying on his back, which is why I remember the scene the way he did.
He was lying on his back. I can't see how it relates.
But it does, Your Honor. This is the reason why the wires in the sketch go up instead of down.
Ah!
Ugh. No way. Maurice Doden witnessed the event while he was lying on his back face up. In other words, the scene that he saw was actually upside down.
Ah!
Oh god, I got tears in my eyes.
I know, I had to get some napkins. Woo! So then, this sketch should actually...
I think you finally get it, Your Honor.
Oh.
The correct way to view Laurie Stoneham's sketch is like this. Magic! This is how it should actually look.
Oh my god.
So do you guys see why we put it's exactly what he saw? Or something like that? Because I guess I was thinking, yeah, from Larry's viewpoint, that is exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
See, it seems like that would make more logical sense because, like you said, it is exactly what he saw and what happened. And that would, hence, we would say it would flip upside down.
Yeah.
But I guess.
It's all good.
Yeah, whatever. Game.
The victim's body wasn't flying above the bridge. It was actually swinging below. That's right. Just like a pendulum. Ridiculous. Stupid pendulums.
Order! Oh god.
Of all the things to say, a pendulum? The bridge is burning to a crisp. There's no way to get across it. But if the body had been found at the inner temple, it would have caused problems. This is where the criminal decided to take a gamble. They used the burning bridge to get the body across to the other side. And a pendulum was the only way to get it done. Let's think about this for a minute, shall we? Dusky Bridge is about 20 yards long, which means it's about that far from the inner temple to the opposite cliff. Yes, that sounds right. In order to cover that distance of a pendulum, you need a rope at least 10 yards long. To get a rope that long, you have to plan ahead. The lightning strike that night can only have been an accident. So it doesn't make sense that the criminal would have prepared a rope beforehand. So then, the criminal... They didn't have to get the rope ready. The rope was already right in front of us. What was right in front of the criminal? What? I'm saying that it was just a matter of using what was already there.
In that case, Mr. Wright, please give us an explanation to support your theory. Oh, what makes you think the criminal had the rope on hand to create a pendulum? Crap. That's a good question. Oh, wait,
Well,
wouldn't it be the Dusky Bridge photo? Because there's like a thing hanging out.
It's one of the wires.
Yeah,
Suspension wires.
It's loose. So, present that, Amaga.
Okay.
Oh, and sorry, I'm looking at my timer, sorry. And the meaning of this is...
If you want to know where the rope came from, it's hanging right there in front of your glorious beard.
Ah, my beard! Oh, this is one of the wires from the bridge.
When the lightning struck the bridge and set it on fire, one of the suspension wires came loose from its anchor. The criminal didn't have any time to waste, so they tied the wire around Elise Dotenham's body. Even though it's not meant to be fun, okay, so that's BS.
Yeah, this is
how
no
the hell?
way.
It's like, it still brings me back to the Turnabout Big Top and the whole thing with the cape getting snagged on the bus. Oh, okay.
That's okay, it's video games.
Video games. Because there's simply no other way to move the body. Okay. Alright. Okay then. Alright.
Mr. Godot! It seems that Mr. Godot is more focused on his coffee than answering my question. It seems that the odds of the rope being readily available were very high, so I suppose it's not an impossibility after all.
Possible or impossible? That's not the question we need to ask. There's only one question here. Did that really happen? Trite, I wonder if you can prove what happened to us. Do you have any actual evidence that the body was swung over like a pendulum?
Yeah, actually. It's, there's two pieces of evidence we could use. It could be the crystal sphere, or it could be the autopsy report. I want to present the crystal sphere because it was found near Dusky Bridge.
Okay.
So, present the mug.
Before I present my evidence, let me review what we know so far. According to this photo, one of the wires snapped, Looking at the map, we can see that it's the one that was in front of the inner temple.
So then that was the spot where the criminal...
Yes, precisely. Now let us consider the body's movement by looking at the overhead map again. If the body was pushed from this point here, it would drop on the opposite bank at approximately this point.
Did you say drop?
Well, they must have failed to catch the body on the other bank.
What? What made you think something like that happened?
Because I have evidence that suggests her body dropped some distance.
What kind of evidence?
Take a look at this autopsy report. It says here that her body fell about 10 feet after her death.
10 feet, huh?
That's most likely the height distance between the two sides. The body overswung due to the forward momentum, but then came loose and fell apart about 10 feet. And then, as a result of the landing impact, this crystal sphere was knocked loose.
That's...
Yes, this blood-stained amethyst crystal. It's the one that came off of Mr. Lee Stoneham's staff. And even more important is the place where this crystal sphere was found.
Indeed, I believe it's already marked on this overhead map. The crystal was found... Ah!
Precisely, Your Honor. In the very spot where the pendulum would arrive if given the right amount of speed.
Oh my god. This explained your theory quite well, Mr. Wright. You have provided us with the way of the body... Whoa, what? That was weird. Did you just hear that? It was like a smack.
Oh, I think I did, but at the same time I wasn't sure. But we might know what happened.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that was... Freaked
That's
me out
fine.
for a second. I was like, whoa. Could have been moved that night. An impressive deduction, Mr. Wright. Most impressive.
Yep,
Oh,
you're
there
right.
it is. Mr. Wright!
I thought this cold coffee might help you cool you down.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Godot?
That was a dark and bitter guess that you made, Trite. But you forgot about one thing.
Oh, and what would that be?
The aroma. Huh? A coffee's most reliable accomplice is its deep and profound aroma. The rest of the court doesn't speak Coffinese. Can you elaborate a little bit more? If the criminal had sent the body to the other side like you say, then naturally there must have been an accomplice laying in wait to catch it.
An accomplice?
The criminal wasn't able to cross Dusky Bridge. So, who collected the body? What do you have to say about that, Trite?
Mr. Godot is correct. This can't be the work of a single person. Well, Mr. Wright, you know what you must do.
Yes, Your Honor. The body couldn't have made it to Hazakura Temple without an accomplice.
Very well then, if you please, Mr. Wright. Who was the person that received the body on the Hazakura Temple side?
I really, really want to end the episode, but I can't because we're actually almost to a to be continued part. Gosh.
Okay.
So let's just keep going. Let's blast through this as we can, and we'll see what happens. All right. Now, who would be the person who helped? And the person who said she helped anyway would be Iris. Dun dun dun.
Ta-da! It can only be you, Sister Iris.
Huh? Ah! But
I don't see why you're so surprised. The only way to transport a body from Dusky Bridge is by snowmobile. But with her bad back, Sister Bikini could never pick up a body like that. You're the only one that could have managed it. Trite, were you even listening to the witness's testimony? On the night of the crime, this little cutie pie was on a cleanup duty in the inner temple garden after the mother-daughter bloodbath. I haven't forgotten, but have you, Mr. Godot? This witness was also seen at Hazakura Temple, desecrating the corpse of the victim.
Strange indeed. It's almost as if on that night the defendant was in two different places at the same time.
Sister Iris, let me ask you something. Why didn't you just mention it was you? Why didn't you mention it? Hold on. Why didn't you mention it when you first gave your testimony? Fudge.
That's alright.
Mention what?
The pendulum, of course. Using the sketch drawn by an eyewitness, I've established how the body was moved there on a burnout bridge, which means it's now a fact that this occurred, something you should have already known.
No! I had no idea. I didn't know anything about a pendulum.
But the body couldn't have been passed along to the other side without your help. So you should have known about it. In fact, it'd be impossible for you to be clueless about the whole thing. Unless you're not really Iris to begin with.
What? How can you say that, Mr. Wright?
What kind of nonsense is this? You're saying this witness isn't Iris of Hasakura Temple?
Are you serious, Trite? You mean this woman is... There's no one besides Iris that could have received the corpse that night. Now I get it. Now I know why I've been sick to my stomach during this trial. Why her whole demeanor changed so suddenly from yesterday. And why she's trying to pin this murder on Maya. The woman that's standing there at the witness stand. Her real name is...
It's Mother effing Dahlia Hawthorne! Devil woman!
Devil woman! I never thought I had to utter your name again.
Ooh.
Let alone see you. It's been a long time, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Hawthorne?
Sister Iris has had a twin sister. You're looking at her. Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
That name rings some bells. Distant bells, but bells nonetheless.
It's just your imagination, Gramps. This file contains all the relevant data about the Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh, yes, I remember now. That case, 5 years ago. God! Yeah, we know who you are. Oh, God, get out of here. Get out of here!
Ah, you too.
God, pain in my butt. Well, according to this, Dahlia Hawthorne is already dead. It says her execution was carried out last month.
Uh-oh.
So what? Death has no meaning in this courtroom.
What?
The judge is like losing it now.
Yeah, he's like, I'm so confused. Order, order, order!
Wait a moment. How can you... My sister, she's already dead. What kind of...
Save it.
You of all people should already understand. After all, the blood of the master of the Curane channeling technique flows within that body.
The Curane channeling technique? Now where have I heard that?
That's right. You're not Dahlia Hawthorne herself. You're the spirit of Dahlia, currently inhabiting the body of a spirit medium.
Uh-oh.
What an excellent story. Exciting, but quite impossible. You're asking us to buy that Dahlia Hawthorne just happened to be channeled by someone on the very night of the murder to a temple where her twin sister Iris was? Well, if you're gonna put things that way, then yes. We're supposed to believe a coincidence just like that just happens? Naturally, it was no coincidence. The whole thing was part of a plan from the very beginning. It's all written right here in these instructions.
What's that?
These instructions were written by your mother, Morgan Fay. And part of the plan called for Dahlia Hawthorne to be channeled. That night, there are 2 irises at House-Square Temple. Even a time when a channeling was planned out. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, in other words, 10 p.m. However, Iris was seen before dinner time.
That means the Iris that was at dinner was the real Iris.
And the Iris who gave me this hood in the main hall was also the real Iris. Meaning that the Iris Sister Bikini saw at the inner temple was someone else dressed as her, namely one Dahlia Hawthorne. Do you even know what you're saying, Trite? This whole channeling the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne business. Yes, it's true that she found plans that talk about it. However, there's one thing that's perfectly clear. The witness currently standing in the witness stand is the real Iris. What? Calm down and remember what you know about the night of the crime. After meeting Sister Bikini, Dahlia Hawthorne had been channeled. Would have been stranded at the inner temple due to the lightning strike. I still think that's BS.
Yeah.
It was later that the body was moved by pendulum. That's right. Naturally, that would mean that the Iris that received the body was the real Iris. Are you with me so far? Yes. After being notified of what happened, the police came to House-Square Temple's main hall. There, they found Iris in her room and arrested her. And ever since, she's been under police supervision at the detention center. Yes, I suppose. Can't deny any of that.
Oh, thank goodness. It looks like he's finally convinced.
But something still seems off. Way off! I'm still not convinced that the Iris here is the same one from the other night. Huh. I suppose you're about to say something really ridiculous? Like, the real Iris and the spirit of Dahlia somehow switched places?
Switch places? To be perfectly honest, there are still quite a few things I don't understand, but I do know that unless we can confirm the witness's identity, we can't continue with this trial.
Iris doesn't have the spiritual power needed to channel Dahlia, which means they must have switched places somehow.
Well, Mr. Wright, since the time she was arrested at House-Square Temple, have there been any chances for Iris to switch places with Dahlia Hawthorne?
There actually was one.
Yep, there was. Your Honor, I think there might have been one chance.
Oh, explain yourself!
Yesterday, for a few minutes, Iris's whereabouts were unknown. Unknown? What do you mean? What I mean is, there was a span of time in which Iris was able to move about freely unsupervised.
Well, who was it? Who would give a murder suspect time to move around freely like that?
I'm sorry. I know you didn't mean to. It wasn't your fault. The person who gave Iris a chance to freely move about was...
And it was actually... Sorry, Edgy Poo.
Yeah, it's okay. We're just throwing you under the bus a little bit.
This is Mr. Edgeworth, isn't it?
Your Honor, there was a fairly large earthquake yesterday, was there not?
An earthquake?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, the screen!
Her bikini's just like, huh?
Yeah, okay.
She
And
fled.
of course, he's upset because he was, scared.
Oh.
We went to the inner temple right away. And it's true, Iris was already there. However, they had already switched places by that point in time. When I arrived at the trading hall, I was met by none other than Dahlia Hawthorne.
That's quite enough already, Mr. Wright. Now see here! No judge in his right mind would consider this...
Be quiet.
Ah!
Oh, no.
It's been a long time, Mr. Judge.
Ah! That voice.
Guess I'll have to ask again. Upon meeting a beautiful lady, always ask for her name and profession. That's one of my rules.
Dahlia Hawthorne. And my current profession? Permanently retired.
Ha! So you're not gonna bother hiding your identity anymore, huh?
Why should I? After all, I'm dead. There's really nothing you can do to punish me.
Ew! Don't like that!
I don't either, because she's crazy. Well, what's going on here? This bit. I'm just kidding.
Dahlia Hawthorne. I never thought we'd meet again. I never thought we'd meet like this. But this time, I'll end it. For her, and for myself.
Oh, yeah, son.
To be continued!
Going down for real. Whoa, whoa. Well, you guys get a long episode. Yay.
Man River. What?
All right, that's okay. All right, guys. Well, in this episode, we took care of all of that testifying, and we turns out that Dahlia is testifying. She switched places with her sister. So, in the next episode, we'll cross-examine and find out what really happened, because all this mess is just crazy.
Just a big old crazy mess.
Yes, big old mess of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, thank you guys so very much for watching, and if no one's told you that they love you today, I do.
Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.